Hello friends and welcome back for episode 24 of our Terraria 1.3 Let's Play. Hope you're all having a lovely day so far. Why don't we get right back into our adventure, as we often do in these episodes. So today, what we've got on the plan is, for one, I'm going to show you that I've added another level's worth of apartments to my big brown cube. Eventually people move in there. Again, I'm going to redesign this stuff. We're going to probably do some kind of weird structure at some point. I'm not at that stage yet where I'm feeling creative. I need to be inspired, and I need it to fit into my very strange sort of daily routine of Terraria playing that I've sort of built up. Other thing we are going to do, we're going to make a little house in the jungle for our plant shaman friend up here to move into, where he will hopefully sell us some wings tomorrow or something like that. Alright, the Bewitching Table. I got that, yeah, right there, isn't it? Yeah, that's what that is, I think. Right, so we're gonna do that. Another thing is, and I've been a little bit hard-pressed on what to do about this particular situation, but I've been, you know, in need of more Adamantite, as I'm sure you're aware. We've got 2 out of the 3 pieces of this set. We're still missing enough for the greaves, and I think the best solution, somebody suggested this in the comments, I'm totally gonna go with it if I have them. I'm gonna find some Teleportation Potions, there they are. And I'm going to randomly teleport around the world and see if we can maybe find a good position with which to start mining again. Because, well, I've explored. There's a few spots on the map around in various places, but they're super small and don't really seem to lead anywhere. So I guess that's kind of the way that is. Also, for those of you who care, I did delete or get rid of, mine up the bit of tin ore that was over here, as well as get rid of the bit of stone underneath the bottom of my chest area. So, you know, it made that a little bit neater. I went so far as to actually get rid of all the junk in the wall all the way down to here, so there was a bunch of stone. I figured it was not necessary. Anyway, let's begin our little journey over to the jungle, and we can reminisce about the days past and the fun times we've had together. Oh, I did also get a couple of strange plants for those of you out there who are personally invested in Nick's Weird Plants segment. We're definitely going to do that today, provided I remember. I mentioned before, I have this sort of like daily routine now when it comes to Terraria playing. It's become part of my sort of ritual to wake up and I read the comments on the last day's one. I've been recording one ahead recently, so like my comments are, you know, a day behind where they should be for sense to happen, but it's okay. I can adapt. And after I read them, I do this sort of like a vocal exercise, which in the past I used to, like back in high school, I used to sing. So it was pretty normal for me to actually do like a proper vocal warm-up, and I just didn't really realize how raspy and hoarse your voice can sound when you get up in the morning. So, you know, I have a glass of water, and basically what I do is I run through the Terraria world and think of things that I need to do for the next episode, and clean up whatever, you know, menial tasks need cleaning up, put away items, or if I need to build a thing, or like I just did today, I mined out that little bit of ore. It's basically just like home maintenance for Terraria. And while I do that, I basically I put on some music and I just sing along to it, and it feels like a nice little way to get my voice ready to go. And, you know, I've done this for ages, but you'd be surprised how often a little bit of warm-up will actually make a vast difference in my ability to just do like a normal intro. Every now and then it just doesn't matter. Like today, in fact, I was not able to say how's it going, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Let's play some Terraria. I just kept stumbling over it. I don't know what that is. You get in some sort of little brain tick world like I was talking about last time, which sounds like an awful sci-fi movie, by the way. I'll take these blueberries, yes please. And of course we're looking out for strange plants again as we're over here, just in case. You never know if you'll run into one. Also, you beat up these bushes and you never know what weird slugs and crap can show up. Like that. Oh god, it's the turtles. These are the worst. These guys only want me to die in the most painful ways possible. I would like to stay far, far away from them. They'll group up on you too, and if I don't have like a proper defense ready, well, I don't have much of a chance of living through an attack by them. So let's find a little bit of jungle that maybe isn't buried under the crimson. That's a turtle attack killed me there, in case you were wondering. Is this... Yeah, I guess maybe that's all I've got, is that little bit of jungle with trees up above it. So I guess we'll go back over there, and that's where we'll put our house. Now, if I do this fast enough, I should be able to get the house set up and get his little marker put in the proper position. That's not a strange plant, right? No, okay. It was underwater, so I wasn't 100% sure on that one. But yeah, we'll get him set up, and then hopefully by tomorrow, when the sun rises yet again, we can get a set of wings from him if we need. Oh god, did I really... Why would you do this, me? Past me, talking to future me. Alright, so I need my ham axe thing to cut down these trees. I don't have a way to do it, so right now there's no position that I can, wait, can I? No, I can't dig under the trees to make them fall down. That would be too easy. Okay, these things are going to kill me anyway, so how about we just get out of here? I thought I saw a strange plant for a second, so I stopped, and that was probably the worst idea. Oh my god, these things are doggedly pursuing me to the ends of the earth. Okay, I took my ice mirror out of my hotbar for the explicit reason that I've clicked on it too many times and caused myself to teleport backward in ways that I'd like to not have done. Yeah, so this is for demon altars. Do I have just an axe, though? Or does this function as an axe and then I get to feel like an idiot? No, I don't think it does. Alright, I haven't had to cut down trees in a little while, so I guess this is becoming silly to me that I hadn't thought of this. This is my last axe, the molten ham axe. Okay, well that serves as a proper counterpoint to what I was trying to do. Let's also grab our little buff here from the ball buff, and we'll get a little heal in. Oh, I got the frequent flyer achievement, I guess because I've bought so much healing power from that lady. What is this? Is that? Okay, I thought maybe that was a flower. Well, I'm making my journey over yet again. I will go ahead and mow the grass one more time. I actually just did this before I started recording, but apparently it only takes like a couple of hours of in-game time for these plants to just regrow again. The soil is so fertile. This is just causes... Oh god, what? I've never even seen that before. There's scorpions of death in the sand now? I have to kill it to see if it drops something. It might. Alright, I poisoned that to death. Is the scorpion dead? Oh no, it's right there. And I bet it, like, poisoned me, too. No, it didn't. Good. Glad that's over with. From now on, maybe we're gonna go with the bow instead, which seems to do a lot more damage. Also, if these mummies want to drop anything, they're more than welcome to, because there's actually a couple of good items. Honestly, it doesn't even matter really what I do on an episode-to-episode basis. There pretty much is something in every biome that I want to find, so like wherever I end up standing or fighting stuff, it's like, it's all good. We'll get something eventually. I'm also aware that probably the harpy wings might be easier to farm up in, you know, setting up wings for myself. I would like the mobility for sure, so I'm definitely going to push it one way or the other. I'm definitely not neglecting wings. I just took a couple of episodes to get around to it, because I figured, hey, I've got everything pretty much sorted out for the moment. Just needed to get some armor. I've got some good double jumps, some rocket boots. Like, my mobility's not terrible. But now I'm at the point where, like, hey, wings wouldn't hurt either. Alright, you freaking pancake. Man, I've had enough of your junk. Get out of here. Do they even drop anything good? I bet they don't, just to spite me, too. I would possibly consider setting up in that little tiny section of jungle, but I have a feeling it'll just end up getting eaten by the Crimson. Much like many of these places are. But I'm honestly not super worried about that. I mean, people warn me all the time, like, you gotta make sure you leave yourself some room between the jungle. It could end up getting swallowed. You know, it could happen, but if it does, you know, it's not the end of the world. We can always move. We can always set up different stuff. So I'm not really too stressed out about it. I've never even really had it happen. I mean, I've had it come close to happening, but it's never been, like, actually a serious problem that's gotten in my way. Oh god, it's nighttime and the turtles are out in force. These turtles are really probably one of the most annoying enemies in the game. Or tortoises, rather. Oh god! All it takes is, like, one... See? That's exactly right. One moment of lapsed judgment, and the turtles come flying through the sky and wreck your entire life. I just want to build a house, you stupid thing! Oh my god. Alright. Slow progress so far. It's been slow going. We'll make it through. Let us regroup. Alright, deep breaths. They're just turtles. They're not worth being this upset. I know they're very annoying. I know they want to ruin your life, but ultimately they don't really have the powers that I have. I can summon friends to help me sometimes, and I think probably that's a good idea for me to do on occasion. I can summon little demons that shoot stuff. I can summon my poison staff of death. I have a yo-yo made out of frost. What do they have? They have gravity and their big, freaking heavy husk that they huck around the screen and drop it on you. Like, they've never had a care in the world before. They don't even care about their own safety or their own well-being. I mean, I've met a few tortoises in real life. I've never seen one that's that much of, like a loser. Just doesn't care about anything. It's a nasty turtle. It has a bad attitude. It's never going to learn martial arts. It's never going to train under the sewers to become the most powerful being it can be. All it has is this little jungle area, and it's just going to make everybody suffer because it's upset. You know what? I won't let it get me down. I'm going to be the bigger one here, even though I'm probably, like, literally the smaller one out of the two of us. But I'm going to fire back with arrows of frost, and lots of anger, and, you know, whatever I need to fire back with. You get the idea. You know what's a great idea? Not freaking having the thing that I need to build these walls out of when I enter the zone where they're about to drop on me. Let's not do that anymore. Okay, let's go over here. We're almost back. I think that was maybe the money that I dropped from dying. Alright, I've got to actually farm down, or beat down these walls too. Just take me a few moments here. Let's do it right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is all I need. No, no, no! Get away! Oh my god, here it goes again. I need to be more accurate, or I need to lead them far away. Where do they come from? Where do they go? Where do they come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Stay away. There, you're off the screen. You can't hurt me anymore. Now, like this. Oh my god, I'm really gonna get into how tall the building is, aren't I? I can't deal with it if it's not right. Okay, die, turtle, die. Thank you. I know I'm still calling it a turtle. Oh my god, this plant's already back. This is really gonna be quite an ordeal. Okay. We want to go that high. And then we want to build the ground. That's probably more than large enough. I think we want to go actually that high, because I didn't have the ground built yet when I did that. Yeah, that should be good. And then we're just going to throw a couple of torches. You guys can't freaking get me now. How does it feel? Alright, we've turned a corner, an important corner in this Let's Play. And guess what? Here's the other corner I'm going to turn. Look at this, smart cursor! Oh, I'm so smart! It's like every episode of Epic Mealtime when they do anything, and it's smart. And then the crow makes that sound or whatever. Alright, there's that. We're gonna pump it down like Papa John, except that guy's a scumbag. And we're gonna put that there. And we're going to put a couple of doors in, call it a freaking day. I might actually be able to, right now, assign him housing? How about right now? Missing a door. Okay, you do care about doors. This is not... Oh my god. This is not The Sims, where you can easily trap people to their death. Put the door up before the turtle gets in. Oh my god. Alright. House now has door. We're gonna turn off smart cursor for the other door. Oh, this guy just walks right in like he owns the place. I did not say you were allowed to do that. I understand you're a hollow armor or whatever, but you don't get these privileges. Okay, last step in the process. Take this dude, put him there. Done. Fantastic. Now we can move on with our freaking lives. Let's put that in that order. And now that I've been so freaking riled up by all of these animals of the world, I'm going to actually leave my ice mirror back in my inventory again. I've decided it's worth it to me. Alright, step 2 of today's process. Now we've got this set up, we don't have to dwell anymore. This turtle can never come in because it doesn't know how to get through doors. Teleport! That is a really bad use of a teleportation potion. All I want it to do is teleport me anywhere that's not on the surface. Better. Not much, though. Slightly better. Am I gonna just burn through all 3 of these teleport potions and not get in any position that's helpful at all? I'm like 90% sure that's what's gonna happen. Okay, not probably worth pursuing. You know what? Before I go, I was just gonna go straight away, but let's just take a moment to make sure that it's not worth being here, because sometimes I make stupid mistakes like that. I realize that I have made plenty of mistakes. but I seek to learn and atone in some reasonable ways. In other ways, I'm not reasonable. In other ways, you know, I won't be controlled, I won't be kept down. You can't be the man to me. Chat, viewers, commenters. It's okay, though, because I respect you. We have a symbiosis worked out here. I provide silliness and adventure, and you provide the guidance that keeps me moving forward with any kind of useful thrust. Alright, we've got some of this stuff here. Not what I was after, but it's usable, I guess. We want red, not pink. It's like a really weird thing to say out of context. Alright, get out of here. I like that it punctuated me saying that, made me feel kind of powerful. And I know this is going to end eventually, because I see there's bats below me, so... let's just do one of those. Oh, that's plenty of bats, isn't it? That is more than enough bats. Oh, you made me backward! I hate when you make me back. Oh, there's a lava thing! What is that? Lava yo-yo. Hellfire. I can't see, I can't see, I can't see... Alright, at least this frostbow has, like, a really bright light that it shoots out of it. I really appreciate that. It's dark enough in this dark world. Having a little bit of luminescence can make all the difference in your daily mood. Cool. Oh, that's lava! Don't walk in that! You know better than that. You've been around the block. What did I say about the bad mistakes that I make? There they are, on full display for you and me. It looks like more pink, not red. You get out of my tunnel! Oh my god. You knocked me so hard I'm confused. Oh, is that it? That might be some right there. Yeah, it is. Alright, good for me. Found what I was after. And this man is about to fall into our pit and cause us a world of problems. Cool. A little bit of preventative maintenance. Got rid of him before he could get rid of me. That's not much ore. It's not enough to do much of anything, but I'm glad that I have it nonetheless. And I think... wait, is that some right down to the right? Oh god. Rain on this parade. Yes. Okay, reheal. I'm just gonna check because I can't quite tell what I'm looking at to the bottom right. Below the pink stuff, to the right of it, I see something. It might just be more of the same, actually. We will check. Can we get down a little bit more? We got weird angles. A little bit more. What are we looking at? Oh, it's more of the same. Okay. Oh, and we found a weird mining area to break into for next time. We'll go down there. Right, hang on. We've got to get rid of the bat population. Again. Did you know Austin, Texas is home to one of the world's largest metropolitan bat populations? I knew that. Hey, dropped a soul. Hey, Lamau, is there... there's not really much worth going over there, is there? We're just so low in the strata that I feel like there's gotta be something down here for me. Right, we're nearly to hell, which is exactly the sweet spot you want to be in when you're looking for this ore. Maybe we'll do a little bit more here. Alright, I saw that pink slime, it kind of made me excited. I thought maybe there was something good going on in that direction. Unlike the traditional pink slime, that does not excite me. I heard that's not a thing anymore, by the way. Actually, I wondered, like, what the deal was with the whole, like, pink slime conspiracy thing, because, like, it's processed meat, and I don't mean to offend anybody if you're, like, super against this whole thing. I'm just coming at it from sort of, like, an everyman perspective here. You know, I'm not a vegan, I don't really have much in the way of opinions about food. I understand that there's a lot of abusive stuff with regard to animal rights in this realm, so I'm treading carefully here, but I also just wanted to say, like, you're taking meat, and you're basically pureeing it, right? It's gonna have a really gross consistency no matter what. But the idea is that you take this meat, you turn it into a liquid form, and then you can use it, like, in molds to press shapes that are convenient for your processing set. And that just doesn't seem surprising to me that it would look that way, if that is the end result. So, I mean, I'm grossed out about it in the same way that I'm, like, grossed out about bodily functions in ways, but, like, those are just the facts of life, I suppose. Right? I mean, it's kind of unnatural to puree meat, I suppose, but, like, you know what? I don't know why I'm going down this trail. This is nothing but heartache lies here. I'm not trying to change anybody's mind or anything. I just didn't really get what the argument was of why it was so, maybe as gross as people were saying it was, but you know what? I don't want to know about the horrors of some of these issues. I am willfully ignorant in those cases. That's okay. Moving on. Now that I've said it like that, I mean, there is no moving on, of course, but I'm just going to say it anyway. Yeah, let's teleport again, and let's find some better stuff. These are the dangers of live commentary. Occasionally go down a rabbit hole maybe you didn't intend to when you started. Let's go to that. Press the button, and we are maybe just spawning into some actual lava. That's cool. Where am I on the map? Alright, never been here before, so that's at least part of the goal. We're gonna put that there in case we have to do an emergency teleport. You know what'd be freaking sweet is if I could set up my little rainmaker over some of this lava here, and then it would just turn into obsidian. That would just be kind of like a cool little nod to fluid mechanics or something. I don't know what it's a nod to, but it's nice that they would have considered that if they did. Alright, so we're just gonna kind of pop through here. We're in hell, essentially, so I'm just gonna go a little bit over. And we're just gonna look at the ceiling and see if we see any right off the top. I should have really brought a Spelunker potion with me. I'm making life a lot harder than it needs to be. Not much going on right here. See, it's not just the ceiling either, it's like the ceiling plus, you gotta go a little above it. Oh no. Grab it. See, this is more pink. Yes, get stuck on that. That's fine. The amount of this stuff that we're finding in contrast to the other stuff is actually pretty amazing. Although, again, I can't really complain all that much, because I feel like we actually had a reasonably lucky streak with how many of those altars we'd found right away. I have to say, though, I think that, and somebody said this in the comments, maybe the altar spawning patterns are perhaps a bit odd or broken at the moment, because, like, why are people finding 10 of them in a pattern? That doesn't make any freaking sense. Also, I'm pretty sure this is what I'm after right here, these two little nuggets. Yeah, it is. Just two of them, though. Let's go to the right. Yeah, I actually had that happen once, getting back on the topic I said I was going to go away from. I was at a hardcore show, like, you know, screaming people, in case you're not familiar with what hardcore is. Not pornography, no, it's a music genre where there's a lot of very loud crashing and smashing and people do outrageous things. And, you know, it's sort of a... There's a lot of... I don't really know what the best way to say this is, but, like, activism that happens in some of these circles, where people get into causes, and, you know, that's totally cool. You're totally welcome to be into whatever you're into. But there was, like, a PETA table at the hardcore show, and they were showing some really graphic, crazy crap that I was not ready to see when I was there, and I was, like, really sad about that. I mean, that's the idea, right? It's emotional shock value to get you engaged in their cause, so you go, that's wrong! How could you let that happen? Well, it's like, we do a lot of really unethical, messed up things, though, as humans, and, well, I guess we've sort of blinded ourselves to it by a lot of things. I mean, I'm for the ethical treatment of animals, of course, there's no argument there. It's just, I do believe that there is sort of a middle ground where we don't have to throw animal blood on people, and we can also, you know, not lock animals in cages in small places for, you know, their entire lives, or chain them to the ground or anything like that. Yeah, it's messed up, I agree, I totally agree, but going about it the way that they go about it can often be a real put-off for people who you could have probably gotten interested in more, you know, subtle ways, I guess is the way to say it. I don't know why I'm going into this apartment complex. I have no reason to be here at all. I mean to be up at the ceiling. So yeah, I guess I'm curious to know if you guys have ever had experiences like that. I'm super not into that kind of thing in general, and that doesn't really matter what it's about, just that concept of, like, getting people in through shock value. It doesn't do much for me. You know, I guess I kind of get human psychology enough to know that that's just, like, a blatant recruiting technique. I mean, I know plenty of people are also just blatantly passionate about it, too. Like, tons of people are really just super passionate and want to make sure that, you know, these egregious problems are brought to light, and that's fine. But you gotta ease people in if that's what you're trying to do, I guess. Alright, how do we get past this ash layer? 'Cause all that I'm seeing is freaking Ash Ketchum on the ceiling. Hard-hitting political controversy on Rockleesmile's Terraria channel, or Terraria episodes. It's not necessarily what I'm after, but occasionally it happens. A little bit more here to the right. See some cobalt. I see some of this stuff that I forgot what it's called all of a sudden. Pulling my brain in too many directions. Nope. Cannot fit through this crack. Thank you. Alright, Adamantite. You're putting up a good fight. I will give you that. But we're right at the end of our little mission here. I just need a little bit more. Can you just hook me up? I mean, I guess it's good that I'm mapping the ceiling to some degree, but not much is coming from it right now. Oh, right in the lava again. I would like that heart, actually. Occasionally, those little drops actually start to add up. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. So it does actually spawn in the ash sometimes, as you can see by that cobalt there, but it's not the right material. Here's possibly something we could use. I will take this mushroom, actually. More dye potential here. Nope. Nope. Maybe go up, I guess? I feel like anytime you see an inlet like this, there's always potential. So I should probably capitalize on it if possible. A little bit more, a little bit more. There we go. By the way, I hope with that conversation we don't have to get into any kind of judgment territory or, you know, this is right, you were wrong kind of stuff in the comments. Keep it super casual if you don't mind. I would really appreciate it. I know how polarizing that stuff is, and I know YouTube comments, and I know a lot of that stuff gets really out of hand really fast, but you guys have demonstrated that you can be super cool, so, you know, let's keep that going. Sure, let's pick up more statues. That's why I came here. An extractinator, I already have that. I will take the gold. And I think we might be roughly to the point where I'm starting to simply disregard most of the stuff in these. I'll take a few more of those. Don't really need these recall potions, though. I get the idea. Really? Gonna screw me on ore again, huh? Nothing at all here? Alright, well, we got some of that. I see a crystal heart, which I don't have a use for, and my inventory is pretty much full. I had such a good plan, guys. Thought I did, anyway. I figured out of 3 teleportation potions, one of them would put me in a good spot. Where at the very least, we'd have a ton of cave surface area to look at. And all it keeps doing is sending me down these little passages that seem to automatically and quickly terminate. What about over here? Nothing? Alright, there might be something to our right. What is this material here? Oh, is that hollow? Okay, I didn't realize that was actually background. I thought that was solid. So that was a little confusing and disconcerting. No big deal, though. Pop some blocks, move over to the right. I see we've got a little bit of an opening in this wall. Let's make it count, boys. Oh, man. Well, there's more cobalt than I have any use for here. It's like a lot of it, actually. Where can I still go? Well, it did spawn in some, like, pretty random spots in the elevator. Perhaps it would behoove me to go ahead and just, like, go down to the bottom of one of those trees that I'd looked at before. Just to see if anything has changed, since it's sort of like a big, open, expansive wall area that we could make use of there. Just kind of another idea. I don't know, I'm still kind of just playing it by ear right now. I don't think there was anything down there. All I need is, like, 1 or 2 more solid finds, and I think we're pretty much good to go. I'll have to regroup, actually, and double-check. Oh, come on. Leave me alone. I'll have to double-check how much ore I had on hand, because I kind of wasn't paying attention again. Oh, is that? It's like a tiny little bit of it right there. You know, why are you spawning in such small amounts? Just, you know, put me up here. A little bit more. A little bit more. Right about here. How about right here? How about... No. Guess not. Okay, we're gonna try like 1 or 2 more spots here, and then we're gonna go back up. And I think what might end up happening is if we have to do too much more exploration... Oh, wait, is that a whole bunch of it right there? Oh, yeah, that's what we're after. Cool. I was gonna say, if this has to take a lot longer, maybe I'll just do a little bit of searching off camera, but... I don't know, maybe we could still make it happen. What do you think? Then we gotta start worrying about weapons anyway. I'm sort of still enjoying this part where the searching and exploration is paramount. Once we get into, like, we need to go farm enemies... Well, I mean, there's fun to be had in that as well, but I think this is probably a bit more entertaining to watch. The exploration rather than the beating up the same area over and over again. So that's 12. We're gonna get 14 out of this chunk. Respectable. One of the better ones that I've found in recent memory, I would say. Oh, hello. Nice to see you. Are you fairly weak? Yes, you are. Okay, cool. A little bit worried. I wasn't sure how much of a fight that thing would put up. I think if anything, it's self-sabotage from all the freaking times I've landed in lava lately. That's really what's going to hinder me. Oh, is that... That's pink, right? Yeah, that's super pink. Okay, I couldn't tell. Everything has sort of a reddish glow down here, so, like, sometimes... Really what you have is the texture more than the color to work with for quick identification. We've gotta be so close. Come on. Yeah, okay, so that's, you know, that's the good thing about yo-yos. You can do that little trick where you go around the wall. All around the wall. Statues crumble for me. That seems like a thing you could make a Game of Thrones reference out of. What about up here? No, that is not anything. How does freaking bats find their way into the tiniest little crevices? Nope. Alright, game, you made your point. This is like nature's fury. Every now and then it's got to show the player who's boss and be like, yeah, you think you're in control of this randomization algorithm? Not quite. I don't know why my voice did that, it was kind of strange. Yeah, as soon as the rain shows up, you're no longer interested in coming after me, huh? The heavy rain of justice falls upon thee. Oh, I do know, by the way, that I can make silk out of my spiderweb to save space. I just don't do it, because mostly lazy, I think. Yay, 1 tiny little nugget. That's enough there. I think I'm probably going to reach the edge of the world pretty soon, because I've been going over to the right for a good while now. Oh my god, bats, please! Alright, we're just gonna let the rain wash away all of the terror that's coming upon us. Heal up, I guess. Oh, that's lava, though! Oh, teleport! Alright, teleport saved my life yet again. May have still gotten me if I didn't go and do that. So we've got 60 bits here. We're going to try and make into some bars. Bits and bars. Here we go. What do we have? 12. Alright, that might be enough to finish us off. Also, I haven't rearranged these yet. 5, is that, what was it, 5 per bar? 5 per bar. Alright, so there's that. We got 18. I don't think it, oh, is it? 18, we have exactly enough to the bar to make the final piece of this set. Let's do it! And what is our set bonus for this grouping here? Is it the 5% movement speed? I thought it said the set bonus always, like... Oh, there it is. 25% chance to not consume ammo. You know what? I can make use out of that. Especially if we go, like, Chlorophyte Bullets. Also, we do this sweet freaking glowy, rotatey pattern that's going on the pulsation without representation. Let's put away some stuff. Oh, it's so good. Let's go down here. Put away some... No, actually, I think that's all the stuff that I get to put away for now. Mana Regeneration Potion. That actually nicely rounds out that purple to pink gradient. Pretty happy with that. We got the Hellfire Yo-Yo. Not quite as good as the Amarok, evidently. And we do have a Gloom statue that I don't think auto-stacks. Yeah, we don't have that one yet. Statues. Look, we've almost filled up an entire chest with all of these freaking statues, and we've got 2 heart statues, which is very important for later. For not that much later, let's be honest. And we'll put that there. We'll drop off our yo-yo in the yo-yo box. What's in a yo-yo box? Yo-yos, as it turns out. And why don't we round out our episode with a lovely bit of strange plant opening. That's a weird thing to say as well. I say a lot of strange things. What do we get? Blue acid and what was that? Another shifting sands. Okay, so now if I do the whole trick with... and yes, we've had both of these already, so that's a little disappointing, but... there's apparently a crafting thing I can do with this where I make it glow or something. So we're going to take and... Well, we're going to see if we've got 20 crystals yet. I may not. Would be in materials. Yeah, we actually do have 30. 31. Oh. There we go. Let's go take these and mix them up. I guess you would do that at the dye vat. Yeah, there it is. Shifting Pearl Sands dye. So that's that dye and 20 of the crystals. So I think I need to do... Yeah, the 20 crystals is per unit, so I've got a lot of those left to make. I'm going to have to make a lot more crystals is what I'm saying. Let's see what it looks like. You know, that's reasonably cool. Kind of a purple glowy. Not bad. Let's try it. Let's take this off. Try it out on maybe my chest piece or something, just see if that looks... Yeah, you know, having a full set of that, I could see that being kind of neat. Doesn't look great on the headpiece by itself or anything, but I think that dye definitely has some potential for being cool. I could pop this sucker out. Maybe this is the dye I've been looking for all this time for my weird butt glower thing. You know, it's interesting, I suppose. Yeah, let's leave that for now, I guess. Well, you know what? We're going to toggle that back off anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And we're going to put that back on. I think that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. I'm going to put away all my inventory stuff and resort all the junk that I just messed up here with my cape. You know what? Done. But that's going to be it for today. We've got the full set of Adamantite. Our fellow has moved, hopefully, over to the other side of the world. Yeah, he's got an empty apartment here. You know what? I wanted to end, but it would be very rude of me not to at least go over there with the intent of buying his set of wings. I just hope I don't get freaking ganked by turtles, because that's going to be a big problem for me. He may only sell them in night or day, and I don't remember which. We're in almost the middle of the night right now, so this is probably an optimal time to head over, just in case it is night. And then if it turns out it's day, well, we wouldn't have to wait too much longer anyway. I wish there was a potion to make it night or day. Is that a thing? Can you rest in bed? That's a Minecraft thing. I think I've asked that before. Also, I guess while we're over here, I'll just take a look on the ground to see if there's any more strange plants. Never look a strange plant in the mouth. Thank you, by the way, for all the clarification on that idiom. I want to make a show out of that, too. Nick's Weird Idioms, where we talk about all the things that have become sort of acculturated into our society without us realizing the origins of these sayings. surprisingly large amount of them. I've noticed, in fact, in a lot of television now, people spout idioms without knowing what they are, like, to the degree that they completely say illogical things, thinking that they're just idioms and that's just the way that they are. You know, we've got this long-running joke on the NLSS, you know, that train has sailed. The obvious incongruity being that trains don't sail. I don't think I have to say that out loud. But I hear people making those mistakes unintentionally, constantly, where they just confuse, you know, two elements of an idiom, put them together wrong, and create an illogical thing. It happens so frequently that it's almost like every episode of most shows, you hear someone say something like that. Alright, we're there. Leaf wings, there they are. They cost a platinum. I bought it. I didn't really think very hard about what I was doing when I did that. I have wings! Yay! 4% movement speed is kind of a cool thing to get. I hope I haven't just screwed myself by spending all of my money in one fell swoop, but it is what it is. We have done this. And now I can fly. Hooray! I'm like a weird beetle bug. Can I dye my wing a cool color too? I know I can, but like, do I have extra of reflective silver dye to make it match? I don't remember. Well, even if I don't, I suppose there's others that are fairly similar. At the very least, I should probably try out the one I was just looking at, or the blue flame dye, in fact, which would be kind of sweet looking perhaps too. Right, why am I going there for that? Oh, there, okay. Yeah, I mean, it certainly doesn't match what I was just doing, but it's cool looking if the robe wasn't on, or the cape wasn't on. That's pretty neat. I think ideally I would want wings that reasonably match the rest of my setup. Let's try that one out. Oh, that's pretty sweet looking. It's, again, doesn't match at all, but it does look pretty cool. Blue acid dye, we could try one of those suckers. Oh, that's actually neat. I would maybe deal with that one. And shifting sand dye, that looks bad. Okay, oh, and I have to do this because people asked me to. Let's set my wings ablaze. Okay, that's actually badass. It looks like the cape turns into the wings. Like, it lights on fire. Like, I've immolated the cape and then their wings, and then immediately it's back together and fine again. Alright, we'll probably roll with that then, because that's probably the coolest thing I've seen for dyes in a bit. So yeah, that's going to be today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you let me know what you think I should do next in the comments. As always, I do read every single comment. Again, please, let's be cool in the comments for this one. I know I brought up a controversial topic. Play it down. You know, humor me here. Alright, I will see you next time. Make sure you leave a like. I appreciate you being here, and have a fantastic night.